Welcome. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to our speech. Cimbria reporting from Stockerau. My name is Franz Franer. I'm a key account manager and cluster lead Americas, and together with my colleague Andreas Fröhlich, cluster lead for DACH and Balkan region, we're going to show you and introduce you the first compact seed processing line plug-in version. But before we start into the technical section, I would like to give you a little insight about our new phase, Cimbria new phase. We have done our homework during this demanding time, and would like to show you one thing. Please, next slide. Our complete EcoAd clients. We are together covering many big brands like Walter, Challenger, Fendt, Massey Ferguson, and our part, Grain and Protein, where we are at home in Cimbria. Next slide, please. Actually, our Grain and Protein brand is covering Cimbria, GSI in the storage and seed processing section, as well AP for swine solutions, and Cumberland and Deco for poultry and egg solutions. Next slide, please. And here, our new words, our mission, our vision. With us, you have an expert at your side. Actually, we're covering the whole world with our dealers, agents, and area managers all over the world, and we're dedicated to your success and to your growth. And together, in the last 70 years, we have developed and built a lot of knowledge and experience in our fields. With our colleagues, 900 people, we are doing in 18 locations our great job for you customers. And together, we have built 60,000 installations worldwide for the last decades. Next slide. We are complete. We round up the whole section from solutions together, where we provide you a complete turnkey solution where you have had a class, no doubts and no issues. We will guide you through everything. We go you through as one team with reliable delivery times, expert installations, seamless connections, and our Cimbria promise is that you will be happy and you will perform with your plants perfectly. Next slide, please. Our main plants, or what are we doing? We are doing seed processing, grain storage, feed milling, food processing, the complete corn processing plants we are giving you in Turkey. Of course, also green coffee processing is one of the well-developing sections in our fields. Then not to forget the big port terminals at the seasides, as well big rivers. And all this together bounded with our internal control and automatization system in order to give you the best insight into your plants with the most efficient way to run your plants. Next slide, please. What we do, of course, our knowledge, our experience, we also test inside. We have our test and training labs in our facilities, actually, on the one hand, to develop, to test, to receive your demands, to check how we can solve your issues, your problems. And of course, at the end of the day, you're all welcome to visit us in our lab stations for trainings and development of your operators. Next slide, please. Our main columns are drying, conveying, processing, optical sorting, and storage. These are our performance-driven products. In the next slides, we'll see what it is. Next slide, please. We are the best in class in drying solutions, such as continuous dryers, directly heated, indirectly heated. Of course, also cup dryers, single, double, triple pass. Not to forget our tan toasters and drum dryers, which actually used to dry on high temperature for sterilization, for trying different grain types. Of course, all the equipment is equipped by our fans. Quality conveying solutions. All our plants, of course, are connected with our in-house conveyors. Low maintenance, no downtimes, and of course, perfectly fit into your plants capacity-wise. And one big topic for our seed guys for sure is gentle seed handling. We get up every morning with gentle seed handling and germination in our heads. Next slide, please. Seed processing. We're not just doing a handful of machines, we're providing a complete solution. We cover grading, cleaning, sorting, gravity separation, color sorting, and of course treatment. So the complete process we can cover with our product portfolio. And of course, for all types of seeds, we can give you them. Next slide, please. Then, not to forget, and very important, and a great addition to our product portfolio, our in-house optical sorters. Actually, we develop them and do our own R&D. We have a big range of different sorters with the latest state-of-art sorting and detecting technologies. Programs and everything will be updated every year again and again, so they're really latest state-of-art. Next slide, please. One of our main columns is industrial storage. We have our square silo systems as well as the round silo systems. They are all, of course, administrated by our temperature monitoring system, which secure your products in the silo systems. Of course, in addition, also our inventory management system to know how much is inside, very important in this fast-moving time nowadays. And this all, of course, covered by an unmatched service. We are doing remote connections. We have done this very successfully in this last 1.5 years. Due to COVID, we couldn't travel, so we had a very great experience with our remote services. We, of course, do startup and on-site trainings. We have our spare part kits. Of course, we offer preventive maintenance services in a contract frame and the 24-hour, 7 days technical assistance availability. Thank you for the attention. I will now overhand to my colleague Andreas for the container presentation. Thank you very much for listening.
The world is changing fast, and so is the seed and food processing industry. Flexibility, just-in-time productivity, competitive costs, and quick return on investment are key success factors. Cimbria works relentlessly to be a step ahead, offering customized solutions to meet market demands. That's why Cimbria has developed the global first compact processing plant, tested, fully assembled, and shipped worldwide in a container. The necessary footprint of the installation is very small. All the necessary equipment and auxiliaries are on board, including conveyors, aspiration, automatic PLC with finished wiring, compressed air, and vacuum system. The container plant can process several crops and is available in different setups for seed, maize, sunflowers, beans, and coffee processing. Its mobility opens the door for lease contract financing. The most attractive thing about this plug-and-play solution is the on-site installation, which takes only 2 to 3 days upon arrival. A Cimbria technical supervisor will work shoulder to shoulder with you during assembly, immediately perform startup, and train your operators. Now, let's get this amazing plant started. The plant can be filled from big bags or boxes. The self-emptying intake pit collects the seed, and the inclined belt conveyor gently transports them into the processing line, preventing seed damage. After passing through the pipe magnet to remove harmful metallic particles, the seeds enter the flat screen cleaner to sort out big and small impurities as well as light particles. Thanks to its unique movement, the Delta cleaner allows each kernel to contact the screen surface multiple times, resulting in excellent cleaning and sorting performance. Multiple settings allow the best adjustment for any crop. The indented cylinder then takes out short and long impurities. The adjustable rotary speed and specially shaped pockets enable the removal of particles of the wrong length. Generous access to the machine allows for easy changing of segments. As a final cleaning step, the gravity separator removes light seeds with low germination ability. Its sophisticated air dispersal system, adjustable fan drive, as well as the useful pins, bars and maximizer ensure the best separation by specific weight of any separator on the market. The Cimbria compact plant is the ideal solution for a wide range of seed and crops like maize and sunflowers. For these products, a flat screen grader will replace the indented cylinder to sort the seed into the required amounts. In addition to the gravity separator, a colour sorter is installed in the plant for such crops. Thanks to Cimbria's superior full-colour cameras and the latest NIR, InGas and UV technologies, any discoloured kernels can be removed with excellent results. After these cleaning and separation steps, the chemical treater applies liquid agents to protect the seeds from fungi, pests and insects after sowing. For maize and sunflowers, a batch treater is applied. All the treating processes are fully automatic for ultimate distribution of the valuable agents at the highest safety standards. The conveying equipment runs at very low speed to gently convey the valuable seed without the danger of breakage or reduction of germination capacity. All finalized seed is packaged in big bags or in small paper or plastic bags, depending on your requirements. In both cases, the sophisticated electronic scales ensure the precise weight. The plant cleaning is extremely easy thanks to the onboard vacuum and compressed air systems. All are designed for quick operation in a very comfortable way. Processing waste can be emptied into bags in the bottom container or collected by mobile screw conveyors. The whole plant is equipped with a sophisticated cyclofan aspiration system, removing the dust from the air, which is then exhausted into the atmosphere. Upon request, Cimbria can offer a containerized filter plant. The Cimbria compact plant represents a real revolution in the processing industry and will provide many new opportunities for our customers. Cimbria, together we feed the world.
So, hello everybody out there. My name is Andreas Fröhlich. I have been working for Cimbria almost 20 years now. I'm the cluster lead for DACH and Balkans region. And today it's my pleasure to do the technical deep dive into our new compact processing plants with you. So if we start the presentation, please. Next slide. This one is really the first plug-and-play processing plant in the market. It is 100% pre-tested here and then delivered to the customer after a complete test run with product. The basic structure of the system is two 40-foot high cube containers stacked on top of each other. We have a central vacuum cleaning system inside, so to do quick and thorough cleaning of the plant. In front of each machine on the containers we have a double door, so to grant perfect access for both cleaning, service and also for doing the settings on the machines. A catwalk in front of the upper container will also give access to all the machines on the top container with a convenient staircase. The finishing can be customized, so on one hand we can offer a diesel generator to enable the system to also operate in very remote areas with no sufficient electric connection. And as stated in the video, we can also offer filter plants to run these systems in urban areas. To give you an overview on the whole system, on the left side we have the intake pit with an inclined belt conveyor, then the stacked conveyors with the catwalk and the staircase in front, and on the right side we see the cyclofan. Next slide. the double doors in front of each processing machine. So we have 3 double doors per container. Next slide. And finally, this is the appearance of the system, where you can see the processing machinery in the top container. And then in the bottom container, we have the chemical treatment, the packaging, and all the auxiliaries like the vacuum cleaning system, the compressed air system, and the PLC control unit. Next slide, please. All of these plants are built in-house in Cimbria. So we do the whole installation, we do the whole pre-wiring, and then finally we set it up for a complete test run with customers' product. Next slide. The core components of the plant is the intake system in the beginning with an intake pit for big bags or seat boxes, followed by an inclined belt conveyor, then a screen cleaner, subsequently an indented cylinder. This one will be applied in the cereal version. In the maize and legumes plant, it will be replaced by a flat screen grader. Next machine is then the gravity separator to remove light impurities with low germination ability, followed by a color sorter in the maize and legumes setup. And then we go to the chemical treatment. This would be a continuous treater in the cereal version or a batch treater for corn and legumes. The packing can be a big bag filling or a bagging into small paper bags or a combination of both. So this is quickly interchangeable. The PLC system and the vacuum cleaning system included, as well as the compressed air system. And then finally, the cyclofan for aspiration, which can be replaced by a filter plant. Next slide, please. The overall appearance with the main components starting round the clock. So just to repeat that, we have the intake system, a pipe magnet to remove metallic particles and therefore to protect the plant from any damage, and also to handle the ATEX topics, the fine cleaning machine, the indented cylinder, gravity separation, the aspiration system to the right, the chemical treatment, packaging, vacuum cleaning system, compressed air system, and the PLC control overall. Next slide. The next version we have would be the compact maize plant. On that one, we see the indented cylinder is replaced by a screen grader, and the chemical treater is not a continuous one, but a batch version. And we have the color sorter in addition. Next slide. The advantages that we see in this system is, first of all, it comes fully pre-assembled and tested. So the installation on site will take you 2, maximum 3 days, and you can be absolutely sure the system is working from the first second without any bad surprises. We don't need any extra platforms, so the container in which the plant is being transported is the platform for the plant already. The whole system is very easy to clean, so generous access and all the cleaning equipment on board with the vacuum system and the compressed air system. Electrical installation on site is as easy as it can be. So it is 7 to 8 cables you have to connect. The plug connections cannot even be mixed up. So this is something everybody can do within a few minutes. We have a very limited space demand on the whole thing, so the footprint is extremely compact. We don't have any specific building requirements. All we need for the plant is in fact a straight surface of asphalt or concrete and a shed. The plants are suitable for a large variety of different seeds. So we have the cereal version, we have the corn and legumes version, and then also the coffee version. Optionally, we can offer the filter plant for urban areas, as stated before. One very important point, the plant is portable, so this will open the door definitely for leasing financing, and we have done that before already. All the housekeeping equipment on board, so keeping the plant clean, making your operators clean the plant frequently is as easy as it can be. The whole thing comes CE marked, so the entire plant will have a CE marking as a deeply linked system. The cost-benefit ratio in that one is totally optimized, so this one will really help you get a return on investment very quickly. The design of it is unique, so this is also really something for the eye compared to other installations. The spare part package for the core machinery, as well as all user manuals, are included. We have the manuals on the switchboard, so on the PLC. Additionally, to the two main containers, we will supply two extra containers which contain all the auxiliary equipment, and that one can later on be even used as storage facility for screens, for segments, and so on. And finally, the chemical room can be heated, so the viscosity of your liquids will be permanently in the right range. Next slide, please. Now going into the details of the machinery involved. First of all, the flat screen cleaner with its shaker feeder is adjustable in speed, so capacity can be regulated, and it is self-emptying, which is extremely important for genuine handling and seat purity. The pre- and after suction system work uniform over the entire width, so that means perfect aspiration of light particles. And we have electrical adjustment of all the air flaps, so this is very precise to adjust and reproducible. The screens have a large area on one hand, so 7 square meters in this container system, and we have a ball cleaning system working extremely gentle and effective. Next slide, please. The extra screens will be supplied in screen racks, so you have perfect storage of these, clear arrangement, and you really can simply take out the screens, exchange them in the machine, so perfect overview for the operator. The machine itself has changeable screen diagrams, which is really easy to do, just taking some trays out, putting other trays in, and that makes it extremely versatile for different crops. Next slide. Typical waste we can see from a flat screen cleaner, so with pre- and after suction system, taking out light particles, rough waste from the top screen, small weeds, thin kernels from the bottom screen. Next slide. Next machine in here is the indented cylinder. We have the slidable safety covers, which give quick access to the machine and perfect safety for your operators. The cylinders are made of 3 segments, so that makes it quick to remove them and also easy for the operator without carrying too heavy load. The segments themselves have a very high number of pockets in the way we produce them, so this increases the sorting ability, the sorting efficiency, and in addition we use specially shaped pockets for round grain sorting and another type of pockets for the long grain sorting. Next slide. Rotary speed of the cylinders is always adjustable due to moving mods from SEW. The retarder on the long grain cylinder can be adjusted from the outside, so to have perfect setting for the long grain separation and to reduce the loss of any good kernels as far as possible. Sample taker openings give quick access so that you can permanently check the result of the indent cylinder, of course placed in a safe way so to prevent any injuries. Next slide. Typical waste from indented cylinders would be small weeds and broken kernels on the left-hand side, and long grain would typically be kernels with awns still on, straw, and also wild awns. Next slide. Gravity separator finally has a really distinguished air dispersal system which is unique in the market. So this helps you for precise adjustment of the machine and gives you highest purity in the clean product. The patented counterbalancing system takes care of smooth operation, therefore giving a long lifetime to the machine. And of course it reduces vibration to the structure and here to the container significantly, so you won't feel this machine in the container. Feeding devices along with aspiration systems having an electromagnetic feeder for easy adjustment of capacity. the dust hoods for removal of dust, and of course partial dust hoods reducing the amount of air aspirated significantly. Next slide. The maximizer on the deck helps to do the setting, especially in the light product area, very precisely. We have further features on the deck like the pins for stratification and for having a faster separation on the deck. These ribs to remove or to reduce good product or to prevent good product going down to the light product side, and of course the stone trap to additionally remove stones and doing partially the job of a destoner even. And finally the light product hopper, which is designed in a way to make it extremely easy to decide what will be light product, what is mixed product, what is heavy product. Next slide. Then the color sorter. What we have here is a multi-channel configuration. So for example, in the corn plant, we can run two grades parallelly, one on the left chute, one on the right chute. It is very user-friendly these days to do all the settings. So everything is done on the screen live. You just click the defects. So it was never as simple as it is today. The RGB cameras, which have near human eye spectrum, so they see the colors that our human eye can see. We have an optical resolution of less than 1/10 of a millimeter, therefore detection of even smallest defects possible. Next slide, please. The LED backgrounds have a very low energy demand these days compared to old systems. Therefore, lifetime is also extended significantly. And of course, precise adjustment of the background light is also easily possible. Additional cameras available on demand, so near-infrared cameras, in-gas cameras or ultraviolet, and the size and shape sorting also on board here. Next slide. Typical defects color sorters can see, so everything discolored or moldy or even with fungi on the surface. Next slide. On the continuous treating system, we have a cross-stream sifter in the inlet, thus improving the Heubach values, of course, so removing all the dust before it will be chemically treated. It is self-emptying, therefore again important for the purity of the seeds. The primary treatment section has a spraying disc for liquids and a rotating dispersal cone for seeds, therefore doing excellent coverage without loss of liquids. And the secondary treatment section, to really bring the treating agent from kernel to kernel, is very gentle and takes care of the final coverage. Next slide. Dosing lines are with peristaltic pumps, so bringing high pressure on one side, no pulsing on the other side. And in addition, we have a mixing tank to really have a uniform mixing permanently of the liquids. The control unit has excellent process overview and is rather easy to adjust again. And of course, giving protocol alarms and all the automatics on board. Next slide. On the batch treater, we have electronic scale with big and fine flow system, so precise dosing of seeds, and it is self-emptying. The slidable scale to have perfect access for cleaning and for maintenance, and exchangeable wear liners from stainless steel for long lifetime and easy changeability. Next slide. Batch treater works on the rotor-stator principle, so we have an excellent mixing effect, precise and uniform coverage, and we save chemical or coating agents here due to the perfect spraying on the seeds. Dosing lines and control units same as on the continuous treater with all its advantages. Next slide. Typically treated seed. Next slide. Yeah, and finally, bagging and stitching. So as said before, we can easily change between a packing system for small bags and a big bag filling system on the other side within a few minutes. Next slide. Now finally, the central hoover system, simple and quick housekeeping, so it was never as easy to keep the plant clean as here. And the PLC control with all the manuals on board, the spare part lists and automated service warnings. Next slide. And now finally taking a look at the installation. Next slide. First thing we do is we open the covers on the top of the bottom container and in the bottom of lower container. Then we put them on top of each other. Next slide. Install the catwalks and the stairs. And in the next step, we connect some piping with quick locks and also the electric plugs. Next slide. Then the belt conveyor and subsequently the intake pit. Next slide. Next one, please. Next slide. Yeah. And then in the last step, we install the cyclofan and the aspiration tube, and now the plant is ready to operate. Let me say, we did that here within 8 hours even. Next slide. Yeah. As stated before, plants we can offer is CSP5 for 5 tons an hour wheat, CMP2 for 2 to 3 tons an hour corn and also legumes, and the compact coffee plant CCP2. Next slide. So this is really a flexible solution for various products in grain, different seeds, coffee and pulses. Next. So thanks for your attention. For whatever questions, feel free to contact Franz or me or your local Cimbria partner. And now we are open for the question and answer session. So we heard we extended the time a little bit. Thus, you see my contact. Whatever questions you have, please send them to me and I will reply right away. So thanks for listening and have a good further congress. Thank you.